Alright, folks. Lots of stuff going on in the Seth Rich thing. Like, we gotta talk about this. This cannot be ignored any longer. There are too many fucking connections here. Okay, so, over the past week or so, since the Seth Rich story resurfaced, we have been, well, there's been a lot of research going on. And here's the compilation of it, the summary. So, and, you know, like I say, always, prove me wrong. Please try and prove me wrong. You can't prove me wrong because, well, not only is everything true, but anytime I'm proved wrong, I just learned something. So, it's, you know, kind of like, you know, if it's not a mistake if you learn something, you're not wrong. If you, well, okay, I guess you can still be wrong. But anyways, all right, as we all know, Seth Rich was found dead last August, I believe. 3 gunshot wounds to the back. And the DC police deemed it a a botched robbery, despite the fact that nothing of value was taken from him. No, he still had his keys, laptop, wallet, cell phone, everything. Still had everything. There's no footage that's been made available of the night that there's certain cameras that, you know, it's just not available for, which is really strange because anybody that's ever been to DC knows that, you know, anytime you sneeze in DC, somewhere there's somebody behind a screen going, "That's you." But yeah, you can't pick your nose without somebody seeing it in DC. I know. I've been stopped by Homeland Security simply because I parked a block away from the White House so that I could go take an epic picture of me in front of it with my Occupy jacket, flipping it off. I'll see if I can dig that photo up for y'all, and I'll put that as my wall artwork or something. Or you can just read about it all in my book, available on Amazon.com, Occupy My Life, A Modern Wayward Epic. See how the transition to me being a, uttering complete libtard, I'll admit it. I lost my way. But I gone and found it again. And, getting back to Seth Rich. Okay, so, right around this time, you know, right around the same time Seth Rich resurfaced, it turns, the DNC was served papers for a lawsuit against them by Bernie Sanders supporters from like 47 different states, some like damn near all the states. A class action lawsuit being brought against the DNC because they took lots of donations from people that were supposed to be equally attributed to or going towards, you know, specifically a candidate that they specify, whatnot. Seth Rich, his job was like IT. Like, you know, he's in charge of like computer nerdy stuff, so he would have easily had access to this information that, you know, ended up leaking out as the DNC files on WikiLeaks that ultimately led to Hillary Clinton's defeat against Donald Trump. But okay, so the person that was served with the papers was the head of the DNC at the time, Debbie Wasserman Schultz. She's a representative from Florida, and yeah, she was implicated in the emails as colluding with Hillary to sway superdelegate votes to in favor of Hillary Clinton away from Bernie Sanders. She was caught on camera the other day saying to the chief of the Capitol Police, who had confiscated one of her workers' laptops to investigate it, and she said on camera at a budgetary meeting to the chief of the Capitol Police, which is federal police, by the way, in case you're wondering, because DC is a district, not a city. she said if we don't get that laptop back, there will be consequences. The next day, federal prosecutor, crap, I forgot his name. I'm really shitty with names, with people even that I've met, let alone people I've never met and who are dead. Although I'll try. But he gets found dead on the beach in Hollywood Beach. Actually, I'm not even 100% sure it was on the beach. He was found dead in Hollywood Beach, which is, drum roll, the same districts in which Debbie Wasserman Schultz represents. So this sends a very that would definitely send a message if that was the intent and the person who did it or was involved in it, because there's only in 100 years there's been only, I believe, 13 federal prosecutors that have wound up dead, that are currently employed. They're usually pretty good about watching their ass. It's kind of a intense, you get a lot of dangerous people hating you with that job, and I don't know, it seems like they would probably have a security team, but don't quote me on that because I can't source inside it. Alright, so moving on now. It's all connected. Also, the person who served Debbie Wasserman Schultz with the papers, I forgot his name as well, but the person who served her with papers for the lawsuit also wound up dead in the past week. Now, getting back to the Seth Rich murder and how this is all connected, and one name I definitely can remember and will never forget, and I have dedicated the rest of my life to revealing. Well, no, not even revealing, because I don't know. I want to know, and in order for that to happen, there needs to be a proper investigation into John and Tony Podesta, listed off as the 23rd most powerful person in the world by GQ magazine recently, in an article who did an expose on him where he listed some of his favorite artists, including the one who did the beautiful golden statue of, well, if you ever saw how John William Gacy, was it John William Gacy? Pretty sure John William Gacy would leave the bodies of his victim, which is like folded over backwards with the neck. Yeah, it's pretty gruesome. And there's a gold statue of that in his foyer, hanging above your head. Welcome home. Actually, that was Tony Podesta, not John Podesta, but they were both very involved in the DNC, Democratic National Committee. Now, John Podesta's ex-sister-in-law, I believe it is. Ex-sister-in-law. It might be a current sister-in-law, but I'm going to say ex-sister-in-law because I think that's what it was. It works for the DC police. Oh, wow, but I'm sure that's just a coincidence. And in addition to that, the hospital where he was supposedly taken, that hospital does not have the proper trauma center for gunshot victims. So they would have taken him to a different hospital, which is very suspect. Now, who works at the hospital that that he was taken to? Well, if you look in there, there is somebody. Okay, damn it. See, this is why names are important. See, this is why I'm a ranter and not a journalist. But one of the major financial contributors to the DNC, her husband is a trauma. He's a surgeon at the hospital in the trauma unit. No, I'm sorry, not the trauma. He's a surgeon at that hospital. This is like one of the top 10 DNC financial contributors. Once again, the lady's husband works at the hospital that Seth Rich was taken to. John Podesta's ex-sister-in-law works at the DC police. And like, this is all, if you can't see them coming together, like go drop some acid, listen to Schism from Tool for a while, and let me know how you feel after that, because the pieces do fit, and we gotta fucking call attention to them. We need to demand an investigation. We cannot sit back. Those of you out there that are following this story, that that see the relevance in it, but you don't want to be called a conspiracy theorist. You don't want to be labeled this, that, or the other. You need to grow some fucking balls and realize the truth. The truth shall set you free. Seriously though, folks, like, transparency. That's all we ask, and that's one of the reasons I do like, and quite honestly, I'm getting to the point where there's some things that make me nervous that he's done recently, but I trust our president. I trust, because every time I've said, oh shit, I can't believe he did that, now I'm on the fence. Every time I've found myself saying that, it's ended up coming out to, 2 or 3 moves down the board. I see where it gave the advantage, or took the advantage from the New World Order, which once again is not a conspiracy theory anymore. If you still think the New World Order is a conspiracy theory, you, my friend, are in a deep state of cognitive dissonance, because every president since the first Bush has recognized it by name. Multiple politicians from around the world, everywhere from Senator John McCain, multiple times recently in a CNN interview, saying that the New World, we've been working over 70 years at this New World Order, and now Putin, in parentheses Trump, is a direct threat to that New World Order. All the way to Tony Blair, former Prime Minister of England, all around the world. New World Order, come on, folks, wake up. That's what all this, kumbaya borderless bullshit is pushing towards. And don't feel bad, I was buying into it too. But the fact of the matter is, that gives ultimate power to a small group of individuals, a small handful of individuals. And if it's run anywhere like the EU is, that's not a good thing, because the EU is not democratic. These people are appointed within the EU to help pass legislation that affects all the countries within the EU, thus eliminating sovereignty along with unified currency. Couldn't think of the word. So, yes, if you still think the New World Order is a conspiracy theory, if you still think that all of these things are just coincidence, then I encourage you to demand the same investigation I am, and let the truth be revealed. But for now, I gotta focus, because I need to get off and find where I'm going. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button below. Subscribe if you want to keep up with the updates. I do my best. I'm not perfect, so please, if you have any corrections, if you have any direct points of clarification, if I was inaccurate on even any of my numbers, I'd be that's usually where you're gonna get me. The numbers is where I always fuck up, because I'm kind of dyslexic, kind of a space cadet, and a little bit of a sidetrack. But yeah, like, share, subscribe below. Spiral out.